Well, we have a familiar face for you here this evening, Dr. Amy Acton, the former director of Ohio's Department of Health, who guided Ohio through the first 3 months of the COVID pandemic. She grew up in Youngstown, graduated from Liberty High School, and this evening returns as the commencement speaker at her alma mater's graduation. Dr. Amy Acton this evening walked on to the Stambaugh Auditorium stage, where she would be the Liberty High School commencement speaker, and where in 1984 she graduated from Liberty High School.
It was just a little while ago, 38 years ago, that I was in this very building.
Acton talked with me before commencement in an area where the graduates had gathered.
There's no food like home. It's beautiful here. It will always be home for me.
Remember that anyone might be carrying the disease.
This was how Ohio and Youngstown were introduced to Amy Acton. She was the state's health director when COVID began. Her daily news conferences had most of Ohio tuning in to watch. 3 months after the pandemic began, facing pressure because of Ohio's lockdowns, she resigned.
I couldn't be more proud of Ohio. I think we were very fortunate. You know, we came out and we told the truth as we knew it.
Now, 2 years after COVID started, Dr. Acton is not surprised it's still around.
The New York Times analyzed about 7 weeks of those press conferences, and I believe I mentioned 2 years or more. And that was the hard thing. It was very hard to tell truths about, our life wouldn't be quite the same.
Dr. Acton has a lot of faith in the students graduating from high school, referring to them as Generation C for COVID and chaos.
They've been so resilient, they're compassionate, they're caring, they're collaborators, they're change agents, and they have the hard conversations. And we can have those hard conversations, but still respect the humanity in one another.
Dr. Acton still lives around Columbus, where she now runs a nonprofit called Rapid 5, which stands for Rivers and Parks, Imagination and Design. She's working to create 145 miles of an integrated park system built around the 5 major rivers that run through the Columbus area.